Why Sonic Frontiers will fail? Okay, first off, one, the open world is not the okay. Here's the thing. The first of all, I want to say the open world is not the problem. Okay, it being open world is not a problem. The rails are not a problem. The problem is that the game is not focused on momentum. The open world is focusing on fighting enemies and solving puzzles because Breath of the Wild. With Breath of the Wild, it worked because in Zelda you go into a dungeon, you go to dungeons, you fight enemies, you collect items, and you fight bosses. It makes sense, right? That makes sense. Finding shrines to go inside and do puzzles, it makes sense. To fight enemies in shrines and you go outside and you fight enemies, it works with that gameplay. It works. It makes sense, right? With Sonic is about running as fast as really fast and gaining momentum, like going and being the level as fast as possible, going from point A to point B. With Sonic Frontiers, they are removing Sonic's originality and they are instead putting things from Breath of the Wild. They're using that structure, and it does not work for Sonic. You see, here's the thing: in Super Mario Brothers, right, you jump and collect coins, right? In Super Mario Odyssey, you do the same thing: you jump and collect coins, right? In Zelda One, you go in dungeons, collect items, fight enemies, and fight bosses. It's no different than Breath of the Wild, right? They when Nintendo made Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, they didn't throw away the series identity and shove in things from other franchises. They didn't make the structure around other franchises. They made their own structure. They made a structure around what the games are known for, right? And I'm not saying go back to the adventure formula. I'm saying make the next game open world, but make it momentum based. Make it be momentum based. Don't make it based on fighting enemies and doing puzzles, because if you do that, it'll just be a bad, disjointed mess. I'm just saying, this game is not going to do well. It will fail. No matter how high the quality is, and it really hurts me to say this because Sonic Team are working hard. They are. They are. Okay, I'm not denying that. Please don't make it. Don't think of me denying it. Don't think about that. Please don't think of me denying it. Okay, I do not deny it. They're working really hard on it. But apparently, no matter how high quality the game is, if it's not made for that character or what that character is known for, it will not be. It will not. It will not. It will not succeed. It will be a failure critically. Financially, yeah, it'll do well, but critically, no. I'm just being honest, and it really sad for me to say this, but it's just how it is. I mean, here's the thing. Here's a question: would you like it if a new Mario or Zelda game came out and Link was like running on rails and homing attack enemies? Would you like that? If there was a new Zelda game, right? How would it feel if Tears of the Kingdom had Link running on rails, running on loop de loops, running really fast, and having what if that happened? Would you like that? Would you like it if the next Mario game came out and Mario's running on loop de loops and Mario's running and it was momentum based? No. The reason is because that's not what you expect from Sonic. It's not what you expect from Zelda. You see, what works for one franchise doesn't necessarily work for another franchise, and this is the biggest problem with Sonic Frontiers. It has a it has an identity crisis, right? It has an identity crisis. Look at the gameplay as an identity crisis. And an open world Sonic game can work, but it has to be momentum based. That's a problem with this game. It's not momentum based. It's based on combat and I mean, yeah, and yes, there are some loop de loops you can run on and rails that are slow paced. You could slowly run on them, but you can't fastly run on them. You can't run on them fast. You see, every single thing in the game is made to slow you down. The game is going against what Sonic is known for. The game is fighting against your speed. When you play this game, it will feel like a pace breaker. Fighting the enemies and and puzzles will feel like a pace breaker. You will run, you will go, but then you have to fight enemies. Oh yeah, I have to run, but hey, I'm going up this slope. Oh, it's slow. oh, I'm trying to go through this rail. It's slow. Like, like that's not fun. You know what I mean? It's not done well. It's not. It's just it's so unoriginal. I'm just saying. This game is going to be the lowest rated Sonic game in history. I mean, I guarantee it'll be the worst. It'll be the lowest rated. I'm telling you right now, man. Or maybe, or at least one of the lowest rated. Anyway, Crash Band 4 out.